Three,
Three, two,
two,
one.
one. That was like the most in sync we've ever 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that was very in sync. Good for us.
I took a good breath before it as well.
We are prepared for season 2.
Hi, listeners.
Hi, listeners.
This is Becca.
This is Molly.
We're here to talk about Jane Austen for season 2. Have you missed us? Probably not, because we're still in your ears once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're not really taking a break here, but we are hopping on in the middle of a 2-week session. I mean, this is an unusual time to be dropping something.
Ugh, God, look at us breaking norms like Jane Austen did back in the day. Obviously, we're not taking a big break between seasons 1 and 2. We're taking our normal break, but we're having a pretty big change in the content we're discussing, so it felt appropriate to end out season 1 and start season 2.
Yes, and we want to announce this with a caveat. That being, there is so much Pride and Prejudice content out there.
So much.
So much. And we're so aware of all of the different things that we have, one, promised you that we will read and watch, and 2, that you've been begging us to. We know that a lot of you are really jonesing for some Lizzie Bennet diaries.
And also for some Death Comes to Pemberley, some Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Bride and Prejudice. These are all options on the table that we fully intend to read and watch. So don't worry.
Yes, guys, that product is coming like straight down the pipeline. But before we do it, we thought it was high time to read another Jane Austen book.
A book? Who would have thought that on this podcast about books, we'd read a book?
So guys, we're so happy to announce that it is officially time for Molly to read her second Jane Austen book.
We put out a poll across all our social medias.
I narrowed it down to either Emma or Sense and Sensibility, and our entire social media presence weighed in.
And y'all voted 1 vote difference between these 2 options. You were so split, but the book that won by 1 point was Sense and Sensibility.
Sense and Sensibility!
Becca's favorite Jane Austen book.
I'm so excited. Guys, I want to be super clear. I did not vote in any of the polls, so I was impartial in this decision, but I was so happy. I love Emma, and we are so excited to read Emma too. But Sense and Sensibility is my favorite Jane Austen book. I cannot wait to share it with Molly.
I, so far, have opinions, but anyway, that's all to be heard of, all my opinions, in season 2, which will be dropping in March. You still have a few episodes left of Pride and Prejudice, so don't worry. We had so much to unpack in the 2005, but we're going to be dropping season 2 in March, and the first episode is going to be covering Sense and Sensibility chapters 1 through 3.
So make sure to grab a copy or a Kindle and read through those first 3 chapters if you want to read along with us, or if you want to just listen to us talk about it, that's fine too. SparkNotes exists.
SparkNotes does exist, and honestly, we're trying so hard to be friends with them on Instagram. So anyway, that's our season 2 announcement. As we said, all of that Pride and Prejudice content is coming. We're going to sprinkle it throughout, so you'll just get an occasional treat of a Pride and Prejudice, what are they called, spin-offs, adaptations?
It depends on which you're talking about. Some of them are spin-offs, some of them are adaptations with like modern twists and stuff. I've seen a lot of them, but I haven't seen all of them. We do intend to go deep on all of them.
Definitely. And I've already started reading Sense and Sensibility, and I'm really excited to get back into discussing books with words that I don't understand.
Yes. So on that note, guys, get excited. Listen to our last few episodes on the 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, and then get primed to get sensible and sensitive. That's right? Adjective-wise?
I Googled the word sensibility, and we'll talk about it in episode 1, so you'll all just have to wait to hear what that means.
All right, guys. Till next time, stay proper.
And get your copy of Sense and Sensibility to read along with us.
Yay!
Yay!